Hi guys, welcome to another Minecraft Resource Pack tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to improve your Minecraft textures. So, today I'm going to teach you how to make, this is quartz right here. I'm going to teach you how to make quartz look quite nice. Turning it from something similar to this to something like this. So, one thing that Minecraft textures have in common, and that is noise. Every single Minecraft texture has noise on it. And you don't realise at all. And that's what makes a Minecraft texture a Minecraft texture. So, if we go to paint.net here, these are the old stuff. I'm gonna give you some methods on how to change these to look like these three. Okay? So first of all, what I did was I found a nice creamy colour. Something like this colour here, and filled in the backdrop like so. Maybe a bit like lighter. And then what I did was I first of all added a gradient. Now gradients actually look really good, but you need to make sure anti-aliasing is disabled in this. So disabled. And I normally do like reflected, clipping mode. You want it pixelated. And what you want to do is create a nice, smooth looking surface. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a slightly darker colour, darker shade of yellow. So just increase that a little bit. And we're going to have that little soft feel to it, like so. Now it's probably a bit too dark, and a lot of this is just judgment, so I'm going to increase the brightness on this to be more like this, and I'm going to just go on hue saturation and leaving a bit of saturation. Just reset these values. This is from something I was doing earlier. Lower down saturation to make it a bit more white. And you see, it's quite a soft looking texture. And Minecraft textures aren't really soft. So you want to go to noise and click add noise. Now at the moment that is chaotic. Really, you don't need it. You need like quite a low sample. If like pretty much you want a tiny little bit of saturation and lower the coverage a little bit to about 50. Bit more saturation, a little bit more intense, and that looks alright. Now what we can also do is add a little bit of a blur to it to make it not as bad. So we can do a bit of a fragmented blur, or my favourite kind of blur is a Gaussian blur, but you need it on like one sample. Now it's barely noticeable that you've got this stuff. And now you see most textures like this have like an outer ring on it. So that's what we're going to add now. So we're going to have this darker version. Going to make it so that we have a rectangle that goes around the outside. Now Minecraft textures, like this one, they normally have like a lighter side and a darker side. That's what we're going to add here. So we're going to go to the lighter one. And it's a bit too much white, I think. So going to lower it down a bit and have a lighter side up here, and then darker side down there. Maybe like this creamy colour, but need slightly darker version of that. Like so, that looks quite nice. So what we're going to do is then we're going to select this middle bit, and I'm going to right click, go to edit, go to invert selection, go to effects, noise, and we're going to add noise to it, and exactly the same intensity as before. Now that looks quite nice. Now another way of doing it is by getting that creamy colour again that we had before, so that quite light creamy. Increase the intensity up a bit so it covers it, and then again do a gradient. Gradients look quite nice, something like this, and then you want to go and blur it basically, there's a lot of blurring and a lot of just messing around with stuff. So adjustments, I'm going to make it a bit lighter, like so. Then I'm going to add that outer rim of it. Now, what we're going to do is going to get the darker tone, drag that along the bottom, up to there. Then you want to add a little bit of select middle, lower down intensity, so it selects only the middle. Okay, maybe not. Okay, draw out the selection, edit, invert selection, effects, noise, add noise. A little bit less intense, I would say, like so. Then you want to probably do some noise on this as well. And they're looking quite nice. And that's how I've found these textures, using some nice little whiteness. And what that should leave you with is these lovely, soft and smooth textures. Now, some textures you want to be smooth, like quartz, I would say, like polished stuff. But like, you need some noise, you need some difference in it. So like, don't just make it like a plain texture. Like, if you look, even this plain creamy texture has noise in it. And that's how to improve your textures. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I am out.